Yo, this is your boy Jackie Gibson, back with another session of Poor Talk. Back down here by the lake. Get to unwind and just chill and relax. For the meantime, it's good. But when I leave here, the problems are still there. They still progress. So this is just a good place to come and chill and relax. Meanwhile, I can talk about things like, I don't know, maybe the president, so-called president. Stuff he got going on now, senseless. He already undivided the country. Not only has he divided this country, he also just divided the whole world. Tearing it up. Floor by floor. What kind of president is this man? What kind of man is he? I tell you my opinion. Straight up racist. Make America great again? What does he mean by that? Make it white again? What, want to bring back the slavery days? I mean, you already got your Klan buddies on the police force killing black folks, so is that making America great again? Violating protesters' rights? Watch poor people suffer? Is that making America great again? The people that you make suffer are the people that built this country with their hands, working hard, trying to provide for their families. We get looked over all because of our position in the economic chain. We get looked over, we get forgotten about. Like this weekend, they ain't taking a break, cutting down people unemployment, their lifelines. They want to take a break. Really. That's really making America great again. Want to send kids to school in spite of the coronavirus. How's it spiking up? You want to put these kids' lives at risk. But I see you canceled your so-called rally. But why did he cancel that? I'm honestly thinking, a man like this here, as we got as a president, I really should be calling him no president, because just though he been in the White House, he hasn't even acted like one. I remember something he said, like he helped more black, he done more for black people than what, Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln freed the slaves. He trying to put us back in slavery. So how is that doing more for us? What kind of president is this? Is he on crack? I don't know. He on something. But I know what drug he on. It's called racism. That's what he on. That drug been around for years. Our ancestors, I don't even see how they survived it. The stuff they had to bear, I can't even imagine what they had to go through to make it to where we have to be here today. But we continue to fight. It's the same fight, but it's a different strategy. I watch, like I said, I watch CNN. I watch the news and stuff. I hear some good views and I hear some bad views. Republicans are always on there defending this man. He always got his lips up his butt. Even though he's wrong, even though at times he don't even know what the hell he be talking about, but they still have his lips up his butt, backing him up and supporting him. A racist bigot. A man who blames Obama for everything, who refused to take the blame for himself. A lot of these problems is not causing him. A divided country, a divided world. This all him. Want to cut everybody off. Want to keep, as they say, what, do for your own kind. That's what it is. That's his view of making America great again. It'll be great for him and his rich buddies, but it won't be great for us poor folks. It ain't great for us now. We out of unemployment. We don't know how we're going to pay our rent, our bills. They don't care. They ain't going to care. They taking a break. We'll resume with this Monday. Some people probably be out their house by then. I could be one of them. You know, a lot of us, a lot of Republicans, rich people born with those silver spoons in their mouth and never have to take them out. Even during crises like this, where nothing's moving. For us, we work a whole lifetime and we'll never have a silver spoon. We have to dig, crawl, and do what we can to even get a regular spoon. This is all what this based on, really. You're looking at a president who can't be a president and a leader who don't even know how to lead. This is where we at right now. This pandemic been going on for months now. He has not one time even stressed a sort of an idea of how to contain this mess. But I can't just put it all on him. We got to do our part as well. Wear our masks. We got to do what it takes to help help each other get rid of this disease. But we don't do it. A lot of us get mad, want to get violent because we got to wear masks to go in certain stores. That is so crazy. People just can't think about themselves because they don't want to wear a mask. You got to think about other people that get sick easily, that may can die from this disease. Some of these people still don't think it's real. But they only think that way because it hasn't landed on their doorstep yet. But when it does, then they're going to see the reality. Me personally, I don't even want to see that reality. I'm trying to avoid that. I like living and I like being well. It's precious to me. It should be precious to everybody. But you know what though? President, I shouldn't call you that. I should just call you Trump. That's your name. Because you trumping us over. Get your head out your butt. You took a little test. Okay, pat yourself on the back. You can really do something major by helping Americans. I'm not just talking about rich Americans. I ain't talking about white Americans. I'm talking about all Americans. From the white collar to the black collar. But you're not going to do that because you're racist. You're only going to look after your kind. That's your idea of making America great. Make it white. Make white dominant. All you and your Republican buddies. Want to rule with the iron fist, as they say. Stay up on top of us. This pretty much what you want. This pretty much what you like. You want to flex your muscle. Use the military. Using federal agents and stuff to violate protesters' rights. You trying to call them mobsters. If I'm not mistaken, some of the first mobsters wore suits. If Al Capone was alive, maybe you should ask him if he was here. Thing about it though, we get characterized like me. You probably look at me and say I'm a thug or whatever. Hey, that's cool. One thing I ain't no thug and I ain't the N-word. But I can say this much here. If I was a president, I'd do a way better job than you. Because you ain't done nothing. And you ain't doing nothing. Only thing you really doing, you just tearing us apart. Which you pretty much done already done. You want to throw your little weight around. What you doing? I wouldn't say just little. You've been throwing a lot around. Go to your so-called rallies. As I so recall, that's what the Ku Klux Klans had back in their day when they had the little meetings. They called them rallies. And that's what you call your conventions. See, I know what's up. See, I never heard of Democrats call their conventions rallies. Only you call your conventions rallies. Did you grow up in the South? I don't know where you. I really don't know much about you. I do know one thing. I said 1,000,000 times that you're a racist and that you ain't doing nothing for this country. Only thing what you doing is you supporting these white folks, and they got your back. Rich folks, businesses, rich folks. That's all what you're doing right now. The stimulus thing was cool. You know, folks need that money. I give you a pat on your back for that. But you got Americans out there need more of it. I mean, it ain't like you're hurting because the money that we spend is coming right back to you. That's all it does. We pay taxes. We paying y'all. We pay y'all. Y'all diss us, forgets us. We work our fingers to the bone. They taking taxes out of our checks. But yet, y'all don't want to do nothing for the common poor folk, which indeed built this country. They probably didn't build it with their minds, but they built it with their hands. Hard working, poor Americans that's being looked over, that's forgotten about. Something, and the people you'll never help. You might throw them a little change here and there during this pandemic, a little stimulus check, and y'all taking your time on the second one, which people need to pay their bills. Put things on hold, like our life don't matter, like they're supposed to wait or something. We should be better than this. The leader, so-called leader of this country should do better and want to do better. Help all Americans. Thinking because we poor that we're lazy, or we got to be on drugs, or some other stuff, or we got to have what? A record. Is this what it come to? That's what you bringing it to. I see what I don't want to see. I'm looking at KKK running the country. I might be harsh, but hey, I could be a brutal, honest person. It ain't for me to tap dance or walk on eggshells around people. I don't care if you're white, if you're rich, or whatever. That's something I don't do. I'm not finna tap dance for nobody. I'm not finna do it. I'm not finna walk on eggshells for nobody. I don't do that. I'm a man just like you is. You ain't no better than me. And I know you ain't smarter than me. You probably went to a college or a high school or some kind of grad school or whatever. That's cool. Hey, do your thing. But my thing is, how did you go through it? Did you cheat your way through it? Maybe you did. I don't know. But the way you leading this country right now, I know you ain't get too much out of college or whatever. Cause you should have broader ideas on what to do for this country, especially during the pandemic. The world can't look to you for leadership because you're not a leader. You just sitting in a chair. You being a stewardess. It's pretty much what you are. I can ride around sometimes. I'm looking in people's yards, especially white folks' yards. I'm at a park right now, up the road. As a white resident just up the road, got a Confederate flag, all right, waving in his yard. White and proud. And I see a bunch more of them as I ride around in the near area. Oh yeah, they're supporting you. They biggest too. Biggest backup of the biggest. So, me being a black man, you can call me what you want to call me. But I'm saying what I'm saying. And I'm going to stick by what I said. And I speak for other people that's like me, that's in my position, that's like me, that's similar to what I'm going through right now. Want to be heard, want better leadership, needs better leadership. But we ain't getting that from you because you not a leader. You're just a stewardess, a substitute. You're a substitute for the next real president to come through here and lead this country to the right path. I understand things can get pretty hard sometimes. Decisions aren't easy to make. But one thing we need to focus on is how to heal this country. And not only just this country, this world. Because right now we got somebody, man, who just tore this place up. Blaming the coronavirus on Obama. What kind of, that's stupid. Let me rephrase that. He's stupid. A stupid redneck who think that Obama is responsible for this, and it wasn't even out. Then he blamed Obama. Then he want to blame China. That's where stuff started at. Think about this. The disease started over there. Did China make that disease use a weapon against us? That could be in theory. That could be really something. That could be something to think about. Now, for the fact that I saw the news earlier, I saw this lady. I think her name was Mercedes. I felt her pain, man. She got 2 kids. Just fearing that they finna get evicted. You know how these landlords is. A lot of them just like the president we got now. If you ain't got the money or whatever, you suffer. But I saw on the TV, I saw her message. I heard her message. I saw the pain in her eyes. I heard the pain in her voice. I saw the pain in her face. This woman is truly hurt and afraid right now. And she's not the only one. There's a whole bunch of us. We need help. We trying. We looking for jobs. I'm not just sitting up on my ass. I'm going to the library 2 or 3 times a week, getting on a computer. Sometimes I can't even get through on a damn computer. Whether it's job search or my unemployment. It's like us, poor folks, just being shut out, which is eventually what's happening. Getting shut out and getting put out. By the richer getting richer and the poor get poor. That's exactly what's happening. Make America great again. I'm going to help my rich buddies. I'm going to help you prosper. As for the poor folk, who gives a damn? They don't. I do, because I'm one of those poor folks. Everybody deserves a good chance in life to make a better life for themselves. But with this president we got now, it's not going to never happen. I don't see it. November, whatever, can't come fast enough. I just hope he don't buy this election like he bought the last one. I mean, yeah, you can say what you want to say. I said it. I know he cheated his way in. He'll probably cheat his way in on this one. So my thing is, what are our odds of surviving, making it in this country? Because a lot of us not even in a blue collar. We don't even know what the blue collar feels like. We hear the white collar, blue collar. I kind of say there's another collar. It's below them both. I sees that, I says that because it's true. And many Americans like myself live it. My thing is this, it could be better if we had a better leader. I say if Hillary Clinton would have won that election, it wouldn't be this bad. It really wouldn't. Every time a Republican comes in the White House, they do a banged up, messed up job for common poor folks. Yes, they do. When a Democrat get elected behind them, they got to try to clean up their mess, which could take years. Because you got Republicans sitting in their houses or in the seats or whatever, keep a Democrat from helping move this country forward. Now, I ain't saying just Democrat just going to make the country better. But it'd be better than what it is now. Than what the president, what we got now. Anybody do better than that. Donald Trump, Donald Trump. I watched the news yesterday. His boy, Tucker Carlson. He sound like he's a bigot. He sound like he ought to be the vice president, co-signing everything Donald Trump say. He blames Democrats for stuff too. Stuff that perspired in this junction of the presidency for Donald Trump, and he gonna sit there and say, "Oh, it's the Democrats' fault." I sit there and listen to how he talk. I know for a fact he got a little bit of that in him too. You know, they talk on a high scale, to people on issues like this. But, they don't talk to us on issues because they're afraid of what we might say. And what we might say will be the truth. The real truth that they fear. Something that needs to be brought out from people like me. Me and people like me. That's for Tucker Carlson. I'll talk about that later. As for right now, every black man, every poor person probably should feel like they slaves, because that's what it's feeling like right now. Finna get put out, we're getting put down, we're getting rejected. We can't get a break. We can't get none of that. We ain't getting that. We deserve it. We work hard. We work hard just like the other folks do. But we get looked over. Get looked over and forgotten about. I'm going to end this on this note here. A man like Donald Trump should never became president. I'm like his niece. He should resign and let somebody who knows or got a better feel of how to run this country, let them do it. Instead of letting pandemics getting worse, instead of helping on things, you sit there and neglect it. You want to throw it to the side, hoping it disappears. And I tell you, For a president, you really not one. And you definitely not a leader. So I'm gonna bring this to an end. And I see y'all folks hopefully on a better note. I know it'll be on a later note. This is your boy Jackie Gibson, coming to you live on Port Talk. Let's get better, do better for each other, and take care of each other. Because the leader we got now, and you ain't finna do it. Peace.